we will briefly touch base upon the kind of object as we discussed in the previous video, that there's a kind of object which is Panda series, which is of homogeneous elements, which means all the elements are of same data type. As we were demonstrating that Panda series is a kind of object which is homogeneous data type. Let's take a look at how do we create Panda series and how do we verify that all the elements are of same data type. So Panda series is a kind of object which is available in package pandas. So you import pandas. So there are certain functions which are available. There are certain object types which are available in certain packages. So in Python you have to install certain packages before you can go ahead and install those particular functions or use those particular functions or object types. Panda series is one of them. Panda series is one of the object which is inside a package called pandas. So it is just like a program that you download on your system. So whenever you are downloading any software in your system, so there are certain functionalities that a particular software has. Pandas work like in a similar way. So packages work like in a similar way. In Python you have certain functionalities by default, like the way we called up list, we created an object which is tuple, dictionary, set. So those are there in Python by default, but there are certain objects which are not there in Python by default, which we have to call from certain packages. So as I said earlier, packages is like a particular software that you download from your system. So in case you want to use some video editing software, so you download the software and then you use that functionality of video editing. In a similar way, in pandas, in case you are trying to create a series is a function which is available in pandas package. So you need to install the pandas package. So when you write import pandas, it is going to install the pandas package. And once you install the pandas package inside Python, you are ready to go ahead and use the functions which are there inside this package. Now the series is a function inside the package in pandas. Whenever you're trying to use any function which is a part of a package, you have to provide the name of package prior to that as a prefix and place a dot. So pandas is a package is a prefix, dot, the function name is a suffix. And then whenever you are writing a function, we discussed that it is going to be in the brackets, round brackets, open and close. And in between we have written list, and in list we have written certain numbers. Now this would create an object, this series function would create an object which is of attribute series. Now if you go ahead and run this command, you get this as an output. So these are the index numbers. We'll discuss about the index numbers in the next video. And these are the numbers, let's say these are the marks in mathematics subject for 5 different students. And these are the marks that you get. The kind of object that is created is Panda series. Let's verify the type of object. So if you write this command, type series object, the kind of object that is created is Panda series. And if you look at the data type, the command to check the data type of the elements inside the particular packages, the object name dot dtype. Dtype is going to tell us the data type. Data type is integer 64, which means that all the elements are integer, and since it is a homogeneous object, all the elements would be of the similar data type. All the elements are integer, and 64 means each element can hold 64 bytes of space. To be precise, an integer 64 can contain a number which ranges from the scale which is defined here. So it can contain a lot of numbers. Each element can contain a lot of numbers inside it. You can also verify the data type of the Panda series. In the beginning, when we have created the Panda series, when we ran it, towards the bottom of it, it tells us the data type, which is integer 64 in this case. So let's try one more experiment with Panda series. So if you go ahead and put one of the value in quotes, so what happens is this particular element is of character data type, while the others are of numeric data type. But as we said that since Panda series would have all the elements of same data type, if you put one of the value in quotes, all of the numeric values would get converted into characters. And the way Panda series define the data type of character is, it doesn't define the data type of character element as string, it defines the data type as object rather. Now let's reconcile this particular demonstration table that we have talked about earlier. So we discussed that there can be single element data type in Python, there can be multiple element data type in Python. Let's emphasize upon the multiple element data type. So you can create tuple, list, set, and dictionary, and the tuple, list, set, and dictionary, they can have multiple data types like integer, floating point numbers, string, boolean. However, the Panda series would have all the elements of similar data type. We will be discussing about certain packages like pandas and numpy in detail in the upcoming videos.